They're quite powerful experiences when there's a big group of people taking on a personal challenge with a cause that they're sort of passionate about.
Being here, I haven't really even thought about home very much.
Once I'm out here, I just stop thinking about everything else and try to be present.
The whole team has been amazing to be with.
It's probably been the greatest experience of my life.
It's good always to challenge oneself and give people opportunity and have a safe environment for them to come in and talk about things.
The connections that you have with the people, so we're all doing a physical challenge and outdoors, and it's quite tough conditions at times. We've seen teams bond together and sort of support each other, their stories, and it's been really special.
Each one of us has taken an interest in one another, which makes it, really easy to connect, but also to then carry on with those relationships once we've left here as well.
Going really deep in conversations that you wouldn't normally have when you're sitting at a desk. And being in this environment, it's like a conduit for people to just kind of be on the same level and just open up and just share what's on their mind and just try to relate.
I've just thought about the trek and the people around me and just the great memories that we're making together. So it's definitely helped me clear my mind and get more in tune with myself.
What a wonderful day today as part of Minds in the Wild, where we've got these wonderful employees with us and all having the right kind of conversations around mental health. And what I think is going to be the end of this is a real bunch of advocates that go back and help to break the stigma of mental ill health in their workplaces.
This is all about just breaking down that stigma, raising awareness. We've heard from various different leaders around tips for managing mental health and how we can be more resilient. And those are tips that we can all sort of take back and employ in our daily lives as well, because I think the more we can sort of be ourselves and actually understand each other and what they're going through as well, will enable us to support each other, enable us to have the best possible fulfilled life as well.
Every story we tell, like sending a lifeboat out into the ocean. And all those that are suffering in silence, they cling on to it. And they realize they're not alone.
What amazes me is that we're 100 people from all over the world, all different backgrounds, all different experiences, and I'll bet that not even close to everybody came here saying, I have a mental health story, but once you're here, it's amazing. Everybody has a story, and I think that's really kind of the point.
One of the most effective ways of addressing the stigma of mental ill health is when people tell their stories. And what has been so wonderful about this trip is the number of people that have just started to share some of their stories. It just normalizes this whole mental ill health conversation.
It's been another exhausting day, but I've been taken care of by Green Team, who embraced me in such a beautiful and generous, kind way. We've had good conversations about mental health. You could save someone's life by asking them if they're okay, how they're doing.
Just being out here and concentrating on that one step. Such good mindfulness. Connecting with nature, connecting with colleagues, being active, seeing real meaningful values of one another, empathy, compassion, all so good for looking after our well-being. To see your health as the most important priority in your life.
What I realize is that we're kind of living in a world that's really unbelievably stressful on us as adults and the expectations that we place on ourselves, and that there's something very special about here because it's just land and it's mountains and it's volcanoes and it's farms and animals and people just living a simpler life, and there's something just so beautiful about that, and I just love it.
The empathy and compassion that the team members showed to those that were struggling, who may not have been as fit or were dealing with other issues, and the compassion and empathy, I think, encapsulates what this was about.
You don't want to leave anyone behind, so everyone's just looking out, even details of like zipping up a part of your backpack. People are looking for ways to just support you, emotionally and also just physically. And that's just awesome, that just those little things make you feel uplifted.
It's been awesome in terms of seeing the dynamics of the group and making sure if someone's struggling that we're there to help them through this.
We shared memories and we shared, things that we didn't know about each other, and we've made a wonderful connection, so we'll be friends forever.
If I think about the 5 ways to well-being, I've been active, I've connected with people, I've noticed and people have noticed me when I've been really struggling, and I've noticed other people when they've been struggling. Keep learning is the 4th one. I have learned so much. I've learned how to breathe, walk, and then the last one was give, and I feel like I've been given so much, and hopefully I've given a little bit back as well. So it's been absolutely amazing, and I didn't think that I would be able to do it, and I had a strength that I never thought I would find.
Being cut off from Wi-Fi for a whole week was refreshing, relieving, and it really allowed people to connect with each other and understand why we're out here, to promote better mental health and understanding and to break the stigma. And I think a lot of progress is made.
Awesome, amazing, experience of a lifetime.
It's been a fantastic experience. The money's great, but the awareness is even better.
When we're at our best at work, the customers benefit, the colleagues benefit, shareholders benefit. It's just great.
I couldn't recommend doing it enough. You'll always come up with loads of reasons to not do something like this. If you're thinking of doing it, sign up, speak to people who've done it before. They can give you some tips. You'll be in an amazing team environment, surrounded by amazing motivated teams. There's a whole range of abilities, backgrounds, nationalities, and you'll all get through it together and you'll have a great time.